I want to address the merging of the three banks, Vijaya Bank, Dena Bank, and Bank of Baroda, and a little bit of nationalization of banks as well. So, nationalization of banks was an idea of Indira Gandhi. One thing that we hear in the textbooks is that the whole idea of nationalization was done was because uh, the government felt that these banks were very unfair to the common man by not allowing them to open an account. So, if the government establishes banks or rather owns these banks, it makes it easier for us to own an account. That's not entirely true. Indira Gandhi was a lady who was very power hungry, and one way she knew that you could control the financial system or rather the country is by controlling the banking system, and that she got exactly what she wanted. So, points on that. That's really clever thinking. I'm not being sarcastic, that's something any good leader would go about doing. So nowadays, what has happened is there are so many government banks, and it has led to an increase in NPAs. Government banks have a greater number of NPAs than the private banks simply because they have more access to funds. They give out a lot of money to these people. So the logic is if you're able to merge these banks, the capital of these three banks together will be better than the individual capital of these banks. You have this concept which is called as synergy. That is, the power of two is always greater than two individuals working independently. That is, if they're working together as a team, it's a lot better than these two guys working, separately. So, with three banks working together, the capital together of all these banks will prevent further losses occurred due to NPAs. So, with this logic in mind, the government is looking to merge all government banks together and possibly create fewer and fewer entities, thus making them stronger entities. Remember, this is just a theory. This is not exactly which can, it's hard to validate whether this will work out or not. I personally haven't seen any major transformation in SBI merging with all the other banks. So, anyway, thank you for listening. Do like, share, subscribe, etc. Bye.